Okay, hello. Sorry about this. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Hello, Darklands. Hello, Scott. Hello, Rusty. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for being here. Thank me for being here. Thank us all for being here. Let's thank us for being here. Is that working? Oh, there we go. Transition Full screen. Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? Can you hear me? You're back. Why back? Hello again. I'm back from the country music practice and now smoking a little kawanga for the good of my health before bed. Yes, let this be. Let this be. How does that look? Am I bright enough? Am I not bright enough? Can you see my head? Is my head, how about like that? How does that look? Anyway, hold on 1 second. Hello, Jedster. Hello, English Addict. It's here. Great, long time no chat. We have missed you, English Addict. Thank you for coming. Um, thank you, Ruben. Thank you, Vestinor. I think there's more guys always to the later show than the earlier show. Why is that? The girls need their sleep or something. I am not I'm slurring my speech because my my tooth is a bit shaky. So it's really hello, Darklands. There's that pretty girl. We got one pretty girl in tonight. Where are the other girls? That's about it. I guess that's all we need. Is this today is the 102nd night, the 102nd night stream plus 265 days, which makes it 367 streams. 367 streams. This is going to be our best stream ever. Because if it isn't our best stream, what the hell are we doing here? What the hell are we doing if we're not making? Wait, I'm asking you to. You don't have to do anything. Just don't mess it up. I don't even know what it means. Don't mess it up. Let me go. Editor. There we go. Let's see if this works. So there we go. So you can hear me. You can see me. I don't know if this. I'm not sure if this tooth thing is not a major problem. Does it seem like I'm slurring when I'm speaking? I'm talking like this. I'm talking like my son said something to me, and I forgot what it was, but it was like I sound like an idiot, which is almost typical of me, basically. Have you heard of Sabrina Carpenter? I could care less about her music, but she needs to stop with all the cosmetic surgery. She will look like she's 50 before she hits 30. I don't know. Here's Mom, another beautiful girl coming in there. Calliope, another beautiful girl. Okay, we got 3 beautiful girls. Hello, one and all, especially to you, Lewis. Thank you, Calliope. I do appreciate that. A loose tooth. I know the feeling. Okay, good joke. Well, not a good joke, but it's a great joke. Possibly gingivitis. Well, I've been eating a very bad diet recently, and I'm cutting back on the carbs. I need to go under 50 grams of carbs. I have not been doing that. I had pizza today. Makes me wonder if you have a swelling, Lewis. It's worth a mirror. It's worth getting a mirror out and having a good look. Have swelling. Does it look? Actually, yeah. Look, it feels a bit lumpy here. Maybe it's like a little abscess or something. There's a vibrating humming noise in the background. Yeah, that's my washing machine. Should I turn my washing machine? Will be over in about 5 minutes. Is it bad? Is the vibration bad? Should I turn my I'm watching my son has decided to tidy up his room. So an abscess. I think it's Susan C. So that's 4 beautiful women. Hello, Susan. I think I've got a slight lumpiness there. I don't know. So I don't know. It might be an infection. Do you go to the dentist? I do go to the dentist occasionally, and I should do that. I'm going to go to the dentist. I'm going to go. Army suggested that they could put what they're going to give me is they're going to give me some kind of antibiotic, and I don't want to take any antibiotics. It looks a tad swollen to me. Yeah, it could be the angle. What about the angle? If I don't look that great. My God, I'm like deteriorating. I'm deteriorating. The swelling is probably a swollen gland because you might have an infection. I think I do have an infection. I think I do have an infection. I had a gum infection last year, woke up with my face all swollen. Well, I did have I used to have a lot of, what happened was before I went low carb and I fell off. I don't want to talk about it. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I had a lot of infections and things like that. I had a lot of infections. And now, oh, I'm just straightening this thing out. And now I don't. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it. Hey, my sister MS has multiple sclerosis, degenerative condition, but I was checked. You had and saw some negative disability comments. What say thee now? Hey, my sister MS, multiple sclerosis, degenerative condition, but but I was checking. You had saw some negative disability comments. What you say now? I mean, how disabled is she? And what is multiple sclerosis? And any osis, anything with an isis means you've got an irritation, which means you've got to eliminate the irritation. They'll give me whatever. They'll give me antibiotics, and I'm not going to take any antibiotics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the dentist, and they'll say, you need to take your tooth out. And then I'll have the tooth taken out, or I'll just I'll see if it gets better on its own. You don't take antibiotics for your infection, you'll die. There's no way for an internationally known, and that's no way for an internationally known comedian to go. No, antibiotics are not the lifesavers you think they are. I don't believe in them anymore. I don't believe in any medication. I think it's a big, big fat lie, antibiotics. Carbs are responsible for all of this. I think that they are. I think that they are. Do you have any view of disability people? Well, I mean, I think we've been through this already. I think, I mean, I've said this before millions of times, I guess. I don't even know what I want to say. Echinacea is like an antibiotic to restore a poison system. It's excellent for tooth infection. The best thing is just to eat properly, or able body, whatever the PC thing is. Or this, or not. I don't know. What do they call disabled people? Hair looking okay. Now, thank you very much. I don't know if it is looking okay, but thank you very much, Corsi. They could save the tooth if it's treated in time. I had that problem recently. Well, I'm going to go tomorrow. I'm going to call up my dentist tomorrow. I think I can't call. I couldn't call earlier, so I'm going to put a star next to this. Talking sense to Lewis doll is like herding cats. No, I'm gonna go have it looked at. I'm gonna go have it looked at. I mean, antibiotics it's like an absolute myth of the whole thing. Talking sense, I don't know. I don't believe in antibiotics. If people I rented my flat from saw my bedroom, I would be evicted based on mental health grounds alone. I admit to being messy, rusty, but not dirty. I shower, clean dishes, clean my toilet bowl, etc. Well, just pick up your stuff. That's what's his name? I saw a video where the woman said, put away your stuff. Don't just pick it up. Don't pick it up and put it down. Put it in the right place. Like, let's say you wear clothes and you want them to go in the laundry. You don't throw them on the ground and then later on you collect them. You put them in the thing. It would be easier to live stream 24/7 like the Truman Show. NHS or private? What for my tooth? I mean, I guess aren't all dentists private? But they're under an NHS contract. I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand that. I got a guy over here. I go to him, I haven't been there in about 2 years. I don't want to go there. But I'll go there because of this. Treating can prevent an infection, says English addict. I neglected mine last year. All is okay. Well, what do you mean you neglected it? How did you treat it? Echinacea, English addict. Did you treat the thing? Echinacea was named skate root in North American medicine because they're always looking for a drug. It's always a drug. If it's not the main drug that the doctors, if the farm people come up with, then it's a drug that the Indians come up with. But it's all the same bullshit. I don't know. Everything having its place is mental. Yeah, it does have its place. NHS treatment is limited with English dentists. I have to pay private fees. What did you need done? Is it similar to what I had, which is slightly, it doesn't hurt really. It's a slight abscess. Is that what you had? Susan, no, a lisp is not a disability. Neither is an accent. I don't know. What do you want to get me into an argument? I believe some people have problems. My sister is partially blind, partially deaf, and has a cognitive failure and is a degenerative. So it won't get better, only worse. Get a grip. Hopefully a firm worm. What's a firm worm? Is that an English saying? I think you know why I want you, Lewis Dahl. You make me feel sane. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. I know. I think I know that because I am like, I mean, I know if you saw me in a suit, you think, oh, this guy's reasonable, but I'm not reasonable. Back teeth are prone to infection. The molar bits of food get lodged in the pockets. And I have a thing that I scrape it clean with, and it could it cut the, the skin there. Oh, a firm grip. Get a grip, hopefully a firm grip. I don't know. Do you want an argument, Susan C., about disabled people? I'm a libertarian. I believe in families, even though I barely have one myself. I believe in communities. I don't believe in the state. I'm an anti-communist. I don't want to lose my teeth. My teeth are my twinkle. You've got your twinkle. English. How old are you, English addict? We got a lot of pretty girls here. And they don't all love me. I try to make them love me. I flirt with every single one of them completely, but they don't all love me. I've seen you in a suit online and you look manic. Manic being bad or manic being good. Calliope. Hush, you have two beautiful boys. That is your family. Yes, it is. I do have a family. I wish I had more children. I wish I had a wife. I wish I had parents who were alive. I wish I had cousins. Young had a stutter, and when we saw him grow up to be a strong public speaker. Who had a stutter? Who was young? Who was young? Young. Lewis, an abscess in your body's way of telling you that you need your tooth out. Not necessarily. I've had abscesses before. It's just an infection. A lot of infections are caused by brushing your teeth or using, I use that sort of a pick to pick at my teeth. Young man, okay, sorry. Young man had a stutter, and we saw him grow up to be a strong public speaker. It can happen, yes. So what, should be labeled with having a disability for the rest of his life, and we should send him 600 pounds a month just for that? Your shirt look cool. Are you great? I'm great. Can you actually see this? I can't really see this. Can you see this? It says, I am great in bed. I think this is it says D&G. It's like a Dolce & Gabbana. I can't believe Dolce & Gabbana would do a shirt this cheesy, but maybe they have. What do we, chop liver? What do you, chop liver? I don't know what that's about, Calliope. The most I ever paid on dental care was 300 pounds, which was for my tooth extraction. Dental checkup are free over a lifetime. It's not that much. I have left-wing friends who hate me for saying this. Yeah, because they want everybody to be as rich as everybody else, and that can't happen. Put salt in your socks when you have an infection. 1 to 2 teaspoons in each sock, says Ruben. I never heard of that. I should maybe soak my mouth in salty water. That's what they'll tell me to do. That young Asian lad on a school program, not all challenges are degenerative and disability. No, but usually anything that's like an MS is caused by a too high carb diet. It's not something you just, oh, I happen to catch it, or it's a genetic malformation, or it's a germ, whatever it is. I don't believe that. We are your extended family. Do you want to know something, Calliope? You are in a way. That shirt was given to me. I can't say by who, but a lot of the girls they send me clothes. I don't want to build a. I don't know if this is the right size. Do I look like I'm fat in the shirt? I don't know. Um, I thank you for saying that, Calliope. I feel like, yeah. Are you on live chat? No, I am not. Thank you for reminding me, Ruben. That's so important. Did I miss anybody saying anything? I think I must have. It's on back to front. Are you sure? This looks like a front. Is it on back to front? Maybe it is. Thank you, Corsair. It's on back to front. Okay. So rude. I'm no filter for the win. For the win. What did you say? Don't need to filter. In your experience, I believe you are. What does that symbol mean? Remember, I'm 70 years old. I'm 70 years old. Okay, swishing hot, not boiling, salty water around your mouth can be temporarily soothing and help against infection until you get to see your dentist as soon as possible. Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah. Maybe I'll prepare it right now. Stay right there. There we go. Yeah, I'll do some. I don't know what it is. It's not. It hasn't been a problem. I feel a little bit of swollen thing here, a little bit, but I don't know. I follow a rabbi on YouTube, and I've learned that salt is rather miraculous. Yes, it is rather. A full dental checkup is around 80 pounds. Salt water mouthwash instead of 6 pound Listerine. Yes, yes. Well, you shouldn't. I mean, yeah, you shouldn't kill the germs in your mouth. I believe in germs. I don't believe in taking antibiotics or anti-medicine or anything like that, or anything like that. Dorklands pays 75 pounds for dental checkups. I like the shirt. Okay. Do you like the man in the shirt, Calliope? Samuel L. Jackson has a stutter. He said whenever he acted, the stutter disappeared and the fear of stuttering disappeared when playing a character. Well, maybe that's brilliant. God bless Samuel L. Jackson. There is a lump at the bottom of your right jaw. Which is my right jaw? Let me put this back up like this. Which is my right jaw? Is this the right jaw? Or is that the right jaw? I'm sure of it. Yeah, a little bit here, a little bit in there. Thank you, Scott. Elite Elixir. High camera angle is flattering. It chisels. Do you like the way this looks here? I mean, I'm trying to. It's not quite. It's not quite even. Let me make it even. How is that? How is that? Okay. Um, you look good in that Lewis. In that Lewis, comma, comma. Maybe you should have joined the military. Yeah, maybe. I would have always wanted to be more. My sister's MS was caused maybe by too high adrenaline. She was a London accountant. We have Mediterranean diet, whole meal, etc. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what? I don't know. You could blame anything like that. I don't. I don't. I blame food. 90% of all the problems in the world are not enough food, not enough sun, maybe too much stress, not enough sleep. This one or two other things. My grandma used to say, if you're not showing it, you're not selling it. That's true. When, if you know that old saying, if you got it, flaunt it. That's actually brilliant. You got to show it to sell it. I have said on many occasions, like for a women going in for women wearing, maybe they're doing a sales call and they're showing a lot of cleavage. And I say, you can only sell one. I don't say this. I heard somebody else say this. I think Zig Ziglar. You could only sell one thing at a time. If are you selling your boobs? Are you selling the airplane that you're selling? I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. You want my advice, Susan? I'm not in pain. Have you tried saltwater mouthwash with clove oil? No, I don't want to try. I don't want the clove oil. I don't just simple salt water. Calliope, but thank you very much. I'm not here just for an argument. In olden days it was maybe called a debate. I'm not here just for an argument. Period. In olden days, here, spelled differently, it's maybe called a debate. Yeah, I just think when somebody tells me that they have MS or any of those autoimmune disease, I don't believe in autoimmune diseases. I don't believe in them. Okay. So if you've got a quote, if she has an autoimmune disease, I would go on a completely carnivore diet, keto, totally red raw meat, runny eggs, hard cheese, full fat raw milk if you can. This is what I recommend. This is Dr. Lewis. I'm a doctor. Go to my Twitter page. It says I am a doctor. It says I'm a viral. What does it say on my Twitter? It says all those things. It's got to be true, Susan, so you should listen to me. Salt water and diluted mouthwash is good for gum inflammation. But why mouthwash? What are the chemicals in mouthwash? It's alcohol. I say no to alcohol. I say no. I don't think people who have got alcohol always wind up with whatchamacallit, um with mouth cancer. Don't they end up with mouth? Well, now we can't talk about that. Go germs and human resistance. Go germs and human resistance. What do you mean by that, Susan? It's an old Mexican trick. You can use it on mouth sores. Clove oil. Yeah, probably. Probably. You don't need those tricks. What are you going to listen to these people? I don't believe in medicine, and I don't believe in Mexican trickery, in primitive, whatever they call that stuff. Do you guys believe in that? Are you really 70 years old, Lewis? You look younger. Thank you, Mom. I am not 70. I'm 69 years old in 20 days. So I am not 70 years old, but I'm telling people I'm 70. That is fucking horrible to be 70 years old. I tore my gums some days back and it was sore as anything when I was brushing and had to be fair. The more I fussed on it, the worse it got. I gave it a little rest with the brush and now I'm okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. I'm saying to you, all that stuff, leave the brushing alone. Just don't eat carbs. Don't eat the bread. Don't eat a Mediterranean diet. Eat raw red meat. Eat eggs. This is what Lewis. Susan, do not listen to me. Don't listen to me. Age is nothing. Mental health and positive attitude is important. Well, then I'm in trouble because my mental health, as all you people know, has been horrific. It's been how many times have you come on the show and thought, I don't know what Lewis is going to be like. He could have a breakdown because that's what I feel. I don't know what I'm going to be like today. Am I going to have a breakdown? I think I could have a breakdown. Are you giving or asking for advice? I'm always giving and asking for advice. Everything I say is a definite statement of belief, and I'm also open to be proven wrong. If you say something to me, girl from Mars, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl from Mars, that makes me think, that I'll think about. Even if it doesn't make me think, I'll try to think about it. I'm not going to reject it. I'm not going to go, oh, I can't think about that. So the answer to that question is I'm asking for advice. What do I do with my life? How do I make my life better? Both. Thank you, Calliope. She's right. Both. I'm asking for both. I will make a definitive statement, and then like, that's what I am. I will say something definite. I'll say low carb diet. It's not low carb diet, and you could prove to me I'm wrong. Prove to me I'm wrong. Rusty Brown says they also say if you don't use it, you lose it. People who retire early always age the worst. That's true. I hate to defend people working longer against their will, but it's true. Exactly right. You got to force people to do horrible, horrible things, Rusty Brown. I am with you. Gosh darn it. Here, not here. The autocorrect is rough mistress and backwards. Well, let me just say something to you, Susan, is that I don't hold it. I don't hold it against you. I don't hold you against it. I don't hold it against you. Basically. Gosh darn it. Okay, so it's the autocorrect. Salt in your socks when you have an infection, cold, flu, sore throat. It works. There used to be an old saying, the train is late from Buffalo. I heard this in one of the sales courses I took, and it was like, will you buy 1,000 widgets today? He says, no, I won't. Well, why won't you buy 1,000 widgets? He says the train is late from Buffalo today, and the salesman goes, what does that have to do with with you not buying something that the train is late? And he says, when you're not going to buy something, one excuse is as good as another. So maybe if you put, also one excuse could be as good as another, is maybe the salt in the socks will work. And maybe you think, oh, it's going to work. This is where we agree, Lewis Dahl. Thank you for calling me that, Calliope. Beautiful. Carnivore diet is very good for autoimmune and ADHD. It's good for 95% of all the illnesses we have. It's anti-carcinogen. It's anti calcification of the heart. It's anti arthritis. Anything with an itis. I believe that. Do I practice it completely? No, I don't. I don't. But I wish I did. Wish I did. Oh my God, we've fallen behind on the thing. All participants should understand Lewis's medical advice on here is for purely entertaining purposes. Yes, it is. I find it interesting. Interdental sticks and regular brushings will keep gums healthy. Not too much brushing is as bad as too much brushing is as bad as too little. Yes, I agree with that. Calliope says Lewis Dahl. That's my name, Lewis Dahl. I'm Mexican and practice my trickery all the time. I bet you do. I bet you can. I'm saying any kind of your grandmother says do this or this country says do this. It's not anti-Mexican. It's not anti-Mexican. It's like anti-medicine. Most medicine is not medicinal. Lewis's birthday is March 30th. How did you know that? It is. It's March 30th. I saw two young deer today. I also stopped to allow a pheasant walk across the road. That's really good news. I believe that's really good news. She asked me for 8 veg a meal, and you saying protein and F out of it. She's asking you for an 8 veg meal. Who knows? But she's got her own anger issues. Well, the 8 veg is what makes her sick. And that's what I would say. And let's say she came into my world. And I said to her, I heard you got MS. You know what you could do to get rid of your MS? You've got to stop eating carbs. Lewis's dietary advice. It is. It's for entertainment purposes. In fact, anything that comes out of his mouth is purely for entertainment purposes. Well, in this context, it is. I'm not a political leader. I wish I was. I'm not a political leader. I'm not a political leader. Um, says Ruben. Thank you, Ruben. Expect that's wisest. Yes, I'm not. I'm not. When I say what I say here, I am 100% serious. If the Torah were to be rewritten under Lewis Schaffer, it would say pigs are filthy animals, but pork is tasty. What you should do is avoid carbs. The carbs are bad. Yes, I might say that. I might say that. I know this is the way the Jews are. The rabbi would go, you had pork today. What can you do? It's delicious. It's delicious. What can you do? We are your free therapist, so you should be mentally healthy soon. I mean, there'll always be some kind of new craziness in there. Can I be your therapist? Gallipoli, Calliope, could be your love match. Wink, wink. Could be. All of you girls. We could do Lewis Schaffer and all of you girls and the boys too. Shame we can't say the same thing about what comes out of his pants. Okay, who are you talking to about? Comes out of my mouth. Oh, they're saying it's for purely entertaining purposes. Okay. I've been to Buffalo and it's a shithole. Okay, let's be nice to Buffalo. Now it says that. Why does it say that, Lucy? I don't know why it says that. I just checked on this before. It says you cannot send chats to this person. I've sent you lots of messages. Can you see all the messages I sent to Lucy? I'm not yet spoken for, Gallipoli. Gallipoli. Your name is so impossible. I'm going to just call you Crawfish. I wouldn't be angry for playing that game, Wink. Well, I'll speak for you. I will speak for you, Susan. I'll speak for you, Lewis. Don't ingest the salt water. Swill it and spit it. I will resist the urge for a sexual connotation. Just spit it. Okay. So Crawfish says to Susan, hit that up. Hit that up. Hit that up. Have you seen this shirt? Have you seen my shirt? It says I'm good in bed. Mainly, I'm saying I'm good in bed because I'm not falling out of bed. Can you see that? I'm great in bed. I'm great in bed. Yes, you can be my therapist. Will you be my therapist? I don't believe in therapy, really. I mean, I grew up with those people, with the Woody Allen. I went to therapy myself, and whatever. I'm against it. I'm against it. I'm against it. We gotta learn ourselves what makes us happy. Apparently, the most nutritious meal you can have is medium rare steak, mashed avocado, and a poached egg. What does an avocado do? Tell me what an avocado does to make the meal good. The most nutritious meal I have is raw beef, multiple eggs, no egg whites, runny egg whites, cheese, and butter. Too true. Too true, says Scott. Totes, staff birds. I've run over a few in my time. What did you say? Did I miss what you said? What English addict? What did English addict say? Pheasants are a bit dumb as they often run in front of cars. I ran over a pheasant. One of my first trips to England, I ran over a pheasant. Up in right by the Queen's house up there in Scotland. We've all a good time one time. We've all a good time one time. Don't swerve the way you see. Don't swerve out the way you see. What does that mean, Scott? Don't swerve out. You're so mean to Lucy. Fix your. I'm trying to get it to work. I was actually there before. Does she know what I need to do? I'm trying to make it work. I'm trying to make it work. But then I think to myself, if I can't make it work for Lucy, at least I'm not saying anything horrible. I tend to in the lateness of the night when I'm by myself to think very pervy things. I'm one of those kind of creepy guys. I'm sorry, Lucy. I'm sorry. I don't know. You're so mean to Lucy. Fix your DMs. Maybe I'm being nice to Lucy by not letting her read any of the horrible stuff that I write to her. She don't want to know. More men are active on YouTube than women. It's statistically 60% men, male, and 40% female. Yeah. Why is that? Well, that's interesting. But we get more women on the earlier shows. Do we not? We get more women. It's like more like 50-50 on the earlier shows. And the late shows, anyway. I can't see any of those messages, Lewis, or the ones I've sent. Well, I don't see any that you've sent. I don't see any that you sent recently. So what do you press to make it work on Twitter? Does anybody know this thing? Anybody know this thing? We're falling behind in the thread. I think maybe I'm starting to find the feel vibes. Yeah, you just gotta feel. You can feel. I mean, I'm feeling. I'm almost 70 years old. That is so old. I don't know how many years I have left. How many years I have left. I live in the countryside, and the roads here are littered with roadkill. Can you ever take some home and eat it? Could you do that? I would say cook it. I'm against therapy myself. I'm Gen X, says Calliope. Yes. Yeah. I mean, what is I'm not having any salt. I'd have to spit it out in front of people. Um, I'm against therapy. I'm Gen X. Why are Gen X people against therapy? Because they see people like Woody Allen and they know it doesn't help. It's a scam. It's a scam. The idea behind therapy is if talking makes you feel better, if talk like we're talking here and it making you feel better, you think, wow, if I spent the rest of my life talking to Lewis Schaffer, it would be amazing. And that's not the case. It's like a little bit tastes, a little bit is good. So you think I'll just overdose it, and it's not good. Avocado is good for your hair. What, to eat it or to rub it in your hair? I don't believe that. I don't believe in putting anything in my hair except water. I work for a therapy surgery. Some genuine people, but half of them therapists are bums flapping their gums, says Corsai. I have to agree with that. How could you not agree with that? They're all leftists too. They're all leftists, and they want, it's all about blaming your parents, or blaming your girlfriend, or blaming your husband or something, basically. On dating sites, women have a monopoly. They are 20%, and the men, not to put myself down, are experiencing a loneliness epidemic and just want female companionship. And then we're accused of hating women when we just want to be with women. So yeah. So what can you do to meet women? Maybe you got to go. The problem is you can't. You can't. How do you meet girls? How would you meet girls, Rusty Brown? And maybe we have to get together, everybody. There's a lot of bogus therapists out there, but some legitimate ones. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think there's a lot of people. I don't believe anybody is legit. I don't believe that. Well, you are pervy. I am pervy. Do I seem like I'm pervy? I am pervy. I've got big dreams. I got big dreams. I am great in bed. Yeah, I'm great in bed. That's what I know. I like the shirt. I put it on. I'm feeling sexy. I've never been on an internet dating site. Well, I've had two internet dating sites. And I don't know. I don't know what you need to do, what a person needs to do. Only Lewis would do a live stream from a lawn. This is the last rinse. I'm just rinsing it and then it'll be over. I'm sorry. It's a different feeling because we're in Studio One. We're in Studio One. What kind of man would you like to meet, Darklands? That's the thing. And the thing is, with women, they don't fall in love immediately. Unless the guy is really breathtakingly famous or rich or good looking. They don't like, oh my God, I love this guy. They don't do that. They do not do that. Men fall in love immediately. I fall in love with the fact you are a woman. The fact. The fact, which is, you're a woman. I love you. That's the way men are. Are there any men here who disagree with what I've just said? Are there any men who don't believe that? Crawfish over here says the early show is terrible for me because I'm cooking dinner for my family. I'm an hour ahead in Germany. That's right. I've been watching whole programs about the East German system, the East Germany from 1945 to 1990, whenever, and it's really interesting. It's and scary too. A workmate I drove to our shift, says Scott, got upset with me for running over a pheasant. I'm like, I'm responsible for your safety, not killing us for the sake of a bird. Well, we do have to, I mean, if it was, there are obviously enough of them that you can run them over, pheasants. But if they were rare, maybe you risk your life. You're lucky, says Darklands. They are the biggest killers to any in all confidence you have with the opposite sex. What is the biggest killer? What are you saying is the biggest killer? Oh, the internet dating sites. Yeah, they're horrible. They are horrible. They're horrible. It's so hot in here. I'm going to open up the door. Okay. All right, it's cool. It's silent now. You know what it was? It was the fan. I had the fan on. I had the fan on. CBT, biggest scam ever. Okay, let's get back on track. You cannot pick up an animal you have hit. A person following you can. It's a crazy rule. Why is that? They think you murdered it, like for dinner or something? I'm dying watching on my TV. Why are you dying? Why are you dying? Why are you dying? CBT, biggest scam ever. Why is CBT the biggest scam ever? I'm not even sure I know what CBT is. We can talk about the incoming food, toilet roll, petrol, shopping. So we were having a good time not thinking about it. You mentioned it. It scared me too. It scares me. Okay. Freud is epic, though. A very smart geezer. Bullshit. Bullshit. He's like one of these guys. He's a communist. He came at that time. He came at the time when he's like, let's blame people. Let's make everybody victims. Let's get the state to pay for stuff. Let's take rich people's money. Freud, no. Freud, Einstein, no. Freud, no. Karl Marx, no. At least it's not a loose moose. Not a disability, says Susan. Not a disability for an accent. In Canadian, a loose moose. At least it's not a loose moose. I don't know what that is. Can you explain that? What you mean by that sentence? We are heading for lockdowns, not in. Come on, okay, we know, we know, Ruben. I don't know. WhatsApp have dating chat groups, so I've heard. Um, yeah, probably they do. The Gayen Sie Gallipoli. Guten Abend. Sorry for the typo. What typo? What does that mean? Meeting someone on an app seems so sterile. Yeah, but you have to. You don't have to. You gotta. Well, where can we meet? Maybe we have to have a meetup group or something. Temperature up, sign of infection. Yes, yes, that's true, Ruben. Meeting someone on an app seems so sterile. Okay. Unconditional love comes from a mother or a man. Sometimes I feel something, I can't explain it, with a woman, a bond, a long talk about a shared interest. Then boom, you're a creep. What did I do wrong? Um, girls, I mean, this is what happens with people. You just go, okay, well, I like them up until this point, but I don't want them to be following me home forever. Or a guy can make a girl feel bad because they think, well, what, this guy thinks that I'm supposed to go out with him when I'm a 10 and he's only a whatever, you know how women can be. Those big grills in front of cars in Oz, they call them rhubars. Cognitive behavioral therapy. What is that? Just repeating over and over again? I'm not afraid of planes. I'm not afraid of planes. Freud can hear you. Shh. CBT, I find very, very helpful. One has to make the effort, or it's a complete waste of time. Well, if you make an effort in anything, it could work. Saying we need to get back on track is like saying I like turtles. It's all meaning. Well, what do you mean back on track in this stream? Because I lose my focus, and it's like it's weird. It's weird. Guten Abend. Wie geht es dir? Mir geht es. Hervo Garand. I don't know. CBT, yeah. WhatsApp is great. You can have a private conversation that can't be traced. Don't kid yourself, it can. Don't kid yourself, it can. I'm not sure. I don't trust anything in the government. They got 3.5 million pages off of what's his name? Off of Jeffrey Epstein. So they could see anything. They could take screenshots, but they prove nothing. You could say it wasn't me. You could say that, but look what happened to what's his name? To Mike, what's his name? We import 1/3 of our food. I'm pretty sure we can survive without it. And I'm actually do us all a favor. It will be tough, but I'm prepared to sacrifice my Magnum ice cream and papayas. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah, you're answering Ruben over here. Wanting a private conversation with someone doesn't automatically mean I am going to do something illegal. What are we talking about here? I don't have a focus, Miss Crawfish doll, beautiful doll. Okay, yeah. I do not have a focus. Oh my God, we're back. We're back. What's going on here? Let's see what's going on. Um, have you had problems? I mean, I don't know. We don't need toilet paper. Just wash your bum with a shower hose, says they go. Yes, good point. Not only that, if you eat a carnivore diet, you barely have to wash your bottom. I'm in Chester, UK, Suzanne. Ich habe nicht Deutsch gesprochen bis 20 Jahren. Danke. So you learned German for like Zion and Zwanzig, is that like 10, 19 or 20 years? How many years is that? I love Chester too. Well, I was there many, many, many years ago. I haven't been there recently. I'm not joining the shit flickers. Chester is ace. Yeah, it's ace. It's ace. They got a dog track on the outskirts of town. I remember being in a pub there. I remember. I've driven through there from the north coast of Wales. In my flat, I think I'd probably grow cress. I could probably grow cress, parsley, not great. But Wales is 2 minutes away from me. Lots of farms, lots of sheep and cows. Yes, yeah, it could happen to this country. Oh, I hope it doesn't happen. I hope we don't have COVID lockdowns again. Though that was really, really depressing. I have never been to Chester. You know what my favorite is? Manchester. I love the Manchester. Think about the next time you go for a curry. Think about what? Susan, I live here, but I'm American. Yeah, what does that feel like? The walls are amazing. The Roman times, the most complete fortress in England. That's right. I thought that they had taken most of it down. Martial law is what we may have next. Yes, we might have martial law. Well, didn't we almost have martial law during the COVID times? I was against COVID, and people said, "Oh, you're crazy, Lewis." And now, people don't say that I'm crazy anymore. Can we like the stream, everybody? That's so important. Let's all like the stream. Can you walk along the walls in Chester? I'm going to go and look here at a map of Chester. Chester map walls. City walls. Okay. Look at that. There's the walls. Look at the pub. I've been there. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Here's a map. Look at that. It's like a complete wall there. I did not know this. Are you looking at this? I didn't know this. Listen, the Dutch are suing Bill Gates and the pharmaceuticals. They poisoned people. Yes, they did. They did. Let's sue that guy. I don't know. Yeah, sue him. Take away his money. Take away all. I love Chester, says Ruben. Wonderful place. Racecourse, river, canal, cathedral, theater. I'm from the South, but it's beautiful. And I love Anglesey. Is, what is the name of the river? What is the name of the river? The River Dee. Let's see if we can find a better map. Here we go. Let's see. This is it. Let's see what this is. Chester City walls. Chester means fort in Roman. Is that right? It's the last walled city in the UK. Some are rebuilt, but yes, you can walk along the walls. I'm in Chester too. It's a beautiful place. I love the amphitheater. My favorite place, non-Roman related, is the canals. And Rosie and Jim's narrowboat literally flows along its canals. That sounds so good. The River Dee. The River Dee. Actually, there are two River Dees. There's Aberdeen. It's the last walled city in the UK, says Susan C. I made a video there last year. Were you able to get the video back, English Addict? Well, Rusty Boat, I love that. I love that. But you trust therapists, not Gates, but a therapist. I don't trust Bill Gates, and I don't trust therapists. I'm a therapist. Read my Twitter bio. I'm a therapist. As a kid, I would visit Chester, and because I was brought up with it, I thought nothing of it. It's like that school holiday place. As an adult, I love it. Well, that's a really brilliant thing. That's brilliant. You had it as a child, and then you had. It's like when you go to the museum. I remember going to the Museum of Natural History in New York, and I didn't think much of it, and then later on, it's like, oh my God, this is the Museum of Natural History. It's Chester Zoo also. Is it still open? Rosie and Jim. It brings back lovely memories when my adult children were young, says Mom. They have a gore museum. What is a gore museum? Is that showing people whose flesh has been ripped? I believe the zoo is still open, says Sue. How many people are from Chester? Everybody's been to Chester. No one ever I never hear the place ever mentioned. Yet it's obviously beloved. Obviously beloved. We didn't have troops on the streets enforcing COVID lockdowns, though, says Scott. Yeah, we didn't. Let's hope we don't. Let's hope we don't. Maybe if this thing is successful in Iran, and I don't think it will be as successful as you think it is, because those people are trained not to give up. Look at the Palestinians. You can destroy everything that they have, and they're still fighting. I just remembered that English Addict has over 1 million subscribers. He is technically your biggest fan. Yes, he is quite good. Chugging along on the old rag doll. What is that? I don't understand what that means, Lucy. Is a therapist someone who's done an online course? Yeah, you call yourself a therapist. Even someone who's been to Harvard, I have no respect for. That's what Robsy says. No, I don't have respect for anybody. I don't have respect for anybody unless you prove to me you know what you're talking about. And you could be a working class or the richest kid. You just have to prove to me you know what you're talking about. The writing is on the wall. If you stock up on rice, dehydrated food, tin stuff, the streets are going to become too dangerous, says Ruben. Oh my God, you're making me worry. Rosie and Jim. Who are Rosie and it's a song. It's a song. Rosie and Jim is a song. I'm gonna have to think is a theme tune. Neil Records. Rosie and Jim theme song. Rosie and Jim, two rag dolls. Okay, live aboard a narrowboat called the Rag Doll. There, they sit with a concertina on their lap and come alive when no one is looking to explore the world as they pass by. Okay, Rosie and Jim, thank you very much. I didn't know what you were talking about, Lucy. Remember, I don't know what you're talking about. Loving on Chester and free Iranians. Yeah, I do, Lucy. I just had to stop living on NB due to health issues and family duties. On NB, living on NB. What is NB? I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Thank you, Calliope. Thank you very much. The kids' TV show set in a canal boat. Rosie and Jim, says Lucy Van Pelt, chugging along on the old rag doll. That was the name of the boat. The rag doll was their barge. I have 3 friends who have rag dolls. What's your favorite cartoon series? Mine was Button Moon or Rag Doll. I don't even know if I have a favorite one. Meet George Jetson, his son Leroy. You're still okay. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. No hard feeling. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you very much, Calliope. The man who created Rosie and Jim also wrote and sang the theme tune and wrote and sang Postman Pat. Postman Pat and his very fat cat. Postman Pat. I used to watch that with my kids. I was a really good dad. Those were good times. I was a good dad. Mr. Spoon has gone to Button Moon. I'm not familiar with that. This was 27 years ago, 1998. Keith Bexley says, I used to love Button Moon. I used to love it. What is Button Moon? That's something else I haven't heard of. Corner House and Cellar Bar. Are those places on the narrow boat? Cressida has a boat. My friend Joel has a boat. Blanche has a boat. These are people who have boats. I've been on boats. Bagpuss, that's another one. This is the stuff from the 90s, you know. Ocean Color Scene chap used to moor next to me in his boat. The Ocean Color Scene chap. Classic kids TV is better than stuff for adults now. Well, because you have good memories of it, English Addict. You have good memories. You know, if you have good memories, you're gonna think it's better. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I liked it. I mean, I tell you something. I don't like whatchamacallit, the thing with the hill and the Teletubbies. I don't like the Teletubbies. I remember Pipkins from the 1970s, and the song River Runs Red was written on the River Severn. Why does the river run red? Is it because of the tidal thing, Reuben? Is that the title thing? That's when England was England. England was Moomins. Moomins, said Susan. England was England back then, and it'll be England again. Let's hope it'll be England again. I love Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, Joe 90. I used to like that. I used to think whenever I saw the Thunderbirds, I used to think it was made in Eastern Europe, in a primitive country. I didn't think it was made in England. I thought it was like just so low budget, so primitive from another place. Hartley Hare was a sociopath. Who is Hartley Hare? That's another one I haven't heard of. Who is Hartley Hare? My dog, Pat. He was a puppet in the Pipkins. In the Pipkins. What did the Pipkins, wasn't really a band, it was like a made up band. It actually hurts to watch modern cartoons. What have they done? Yeah, because they want to be like America. I'll be back in a second. I'm hanging up my son's clothes. Actually, it's his bed sheet. I'm hanging up his bed sheet. That's nice and clean. Very good. What a good dad. What a good dad. I want you to like me so much. So I'm hanging up my son's bed sheets. There we go. Sandstone, the whole of the West Midlands sits on an escarpment of sandstone, so the rivers run red when erosions take place. Okay, so red sandstone. Oh, okay. I did not know that. I remember the mysterious City of Gold, an amazing cartoon. Never heard of it, says English Addict. Such a lovely feeling to the old school stuff, says Suzanne. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Postman Pat and his black and white cat. Dun 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 dun. I'll turn that on in 20 minutes. In 20 minutes. Don't forget the clangers. I don't even know the clangers. Okay, Suzanne says, and that was good. City of Gold. Yes, Ulysses. I don't know those. I do not know those. You had different TV back in the day. They used to be like American TV. Whatever country had their own TV. And then the countries took us over. Globalism. Who makes money on globalism? That's why some people have $500 billion and the rest of us have nothing. Which reminds me, if you wanna keep this thing going, you know, um, go to Kofi, Ko-Fi, Kofi, or go to Patreon, Lewis Schaffer Patreon, or PayPal. Um, we're not monetized. I like the Soup Dragon. I don't know that. We are all 80s and 90s kids. Some of us are older than that. Not me. I'm a 60s and 70s, 60s kid. I like the Soup Dragon. Hit the like button. That's really the best thing you can do is hit the like button or go buy the stream a drink. Magic Roundabout was my first memories of kids TV, says Darklands. I don't know. I was born in 1957. That's how old I am. 1957. I'm 1 year away. Next year, I will be 70 years old. Please forgive me. Please be gentle with me. No, you don't have to be gentle with me, but please forgive me. What about Twin Peaks? The kids today would freak if they saw that. I'm not sure there's a channel would play it. I don't know. I don't know what was the matter with it. I saw the first few episodes and then got really bored with it. I was really into it. I was born in 1962. Okay, there you go. Perfect for Lewis Schaffer. So Susan is either 75 years old or was born in 1975. Oh my God, yeah, 1957. You don't look it. Well, you'd have to see me in person. You want to see? I have a song for you, Lewis Doll, says Calliope. Are You Drinking With Me, Jesus, by Mojo Nixon. I'll write that down. Are you drinking with me, Jesus? Shouldn't it be Are You Drinking with Jesus? Like a religious song. What is that song about? Are you drinking with me, Jesus? Are you drinking with me, Jesus? Says Calliope. British seniors rang me today. I was not happy. I was not a happy bunny. Why did they ring you? Have a party in Chester. That's where two people are at, Susan says. Are you 50 or are you 75? Either way is perfect for Lewis Schaffer. You look good, Lewis, for your age. Yeah, thanks a lot. Getting drunk with Jesus. Are you drinking with me, Jesus? Um, yeah, yeah, Jesus. Is that old Jesus? See, are you drinking with Jesus or is it Jesus? Were the Salters a bunch of nuts, cultists, or happy flappy hippie dipped? I don't even know what the Salters are. What are the Salters? I thought, when I started this stream, before I started the stream, I thought I knew everything about this country. And there's so much stuff I have no effing clue about. Nothing. No effing clue. People mention people, I've never heard of them, and I thought I knew everything. And I thought I knew everything, basically. And I don't know much, but I know that I love you. You know that song. That must be all I need to know. Born 1975, Earth, Wind, and plenty of Leo fire. Okay, I'm an Aries, so we are compatible. It's the same for us, Lewis. We know nothing, but we're oppressed peasants. Does anybody know anything what's going on? Does even the people who know what's going on know what's going on? Do they? I don't even know. You know what it's like? I'm sitting here. I don't know what's going on in the world. My son's always asking. He's not always asking me, but like, why is Iran bombing the hell out of us? Things like that. I don't know. You're not peasants. You might be oppressed, but you can find that information. You're here, and I hope that I'm providing. Why do you want to know what's going on? Why do I want to know? That's a really good question. I want to know which way to run to when it's time to run. We know nothing. Yeah, we know nothing. We know nothing. The Middle East was once a very different place. Well, it was never a happy place, really. It's never a happy place because it's desert and dry, and the people who come from wet countries are happier countries. Ghana, happy. Egypt, along the Nile River, they were used to be happy. Countries that are wet are happy. England is happy because of the wetness. Wetness and food makes people happy. The most peaceful place is Jordan. Are you sure? Are you sure that when they had the Palestinians coming in, half the country are Palestinians. Yes, and it was once Christian. All those countries were Christian. No, Aries was my first husband. I may take a little time. Yeah, I'm at March 30th. I'm an Aries. Some say ignorance is bliss. Yeah, maybe it's right. Maybe, and Jordan is mostly desert. That's true. A little wet area in the north part, but not much. I mean, I've actually seen Jordan because I was in Masada by the Dead Sea. Jordan nicked the Reuben tribe's land. I'm not sure that they did. I don't even understand that history, how that country was created by England, basically. I've never been there. I used to want to. Wetness makes people happy. That's true. Countries that are wet are happier countries. Countries that have food and water and cows. Nothing in life is to be feared, it's only to be understood. Yeah, well, that's what Madame Curie says. And then she died of cancer because she didn't understand that she was dealing with dangerous stuff, basically. Lucy, how can you show me how to fix this thing? Because I don't know. I'm I'm trying to get access to my Twitter. I'm gonna. How can you show me how to do that? I come fro. I come fro. Calliope says, I come fro. Laughing my ass off, Lucy. Sorry, my dirty mind. Wetness makes people happy. I didn't even think that. That's how not dirty I am. I gotta go. I have to work at being pervy and dirty. I come from a desert community. I was happy growing up. We had almost 0% humidity. But you grew up in a desert community during a prosperous time when you were able to get water out of the ground. A lot of these people, historically, they didn't have water in the ground. This was in Texas, right? Calliope. Um, the area was carved up after the war, then divided between the large states, including Britain. Yeah, the mandate. They had a mandate. Water is life, so why not? Yeah, thank you for agreeing with me, Susan. Don't make excuses for me. And yes, Texas. I don't know, Lewis. You need to look at it at your own device. Why? Okay, I'm going to have to look at it at my own device. Do you ever see any messages that I've sent you? Okay, I don't, because sometimes I see messages you sent me and then it disappears and I can't see it. Wayne Dyer, is it Lao Tzu? Wayne Dyer. Mad Max is Jewish. Is Mad Max Jewish? Who is Wayne Wayne Dyer? Was that like whatchamacallit? He was that therapist guy. He was a motivational speaker. Is he dead? He's dead. He's dead. He's died at 75 years old. And oh, look at he lost his hair. He's wearing a hat. He wrote all those books. Maybe I could be like a Wayne Dyer guy. Eckhart Tolle. Eckhart Tolle. He's still alive. German spiritualist. That's not his real name, though, Eckhart Tolle. Ulrich Leonard Tolle. He changed it. Well, I guess Ulrich is not a popular name. We have our Ulrich here, though. The Power of Now. I was given that book. I did not read it. I didn't read it. What year was he born? 1948. He was born 1948. It's a good time. Better than 38. Um, I work with a Jewish guy, and we would talk about all sorts of things. We would sometimes agree to disagree. Yeah, whatever. I'm almost 75, so don't die too soon. Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm trying not to. I've got to be. I'm not going to have pizza tomorrow, or maybe I will have pizza. Pizza in the morning, starting the day with this, like basically having a bit of toast, a bit having toast, and then not having. I didn't. I had. I didn't have much carbs for the rest of the day. Check out Wayne Dwyer, good dude there. Yeah, I think I did. I was into all of that stuff in the 1980s. There was a guy that I used to listen to, which is what was the guy's name? A few of these guys, I really liked them. I really liked them. I need to sort it out on my own device. Is what I need to do. I need to sort it out. Basically, Wayne Dyer. If Wayne Dyer married Martha Hyer, would the kids be Hyer Dyer? I still love those kind of jokes. They don't sound that funny anymore. What kind of toast? Well, I'm saying if I had half of a small pizza and I cut off a lot of the carbs. So I had about this, it was like about this much bread. It was like the size of a slice of pizza, a slice of bread in terms of carbs. All sorts of reflections and deepness. And tarot isn't just for fortune telling, it's good meditation also, not his philosophy. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not saying I am in favor of books and reading stuff. Am I in favor of just sitting there talking for an hour while some guy nods his head? No. No, I've done that. No. Odd number birthdays are always the worst. Even number birthdays are harmless, said Scott. I miss you, Twitter posts with your raw meat. I post one pretty much every day. I didn't post one today because I had pizza. And then I had raw beef for lunch. Pierre Curie died instantly, his head crushed under a wheel of a horse-drawn car. He was 46, saved him from a long and painful death from radiation poisoning, like his wife, daughter, and son-in-law. How old was Marie Curie when she died? How sick was Marie Curie? Marie Curie. She was 33 plus 33 is 67 years old. That's not very old. That's not very old. 67 years old. 66 years old. She died of aplastic anemia, polonium, and radium with her husband. I mean, yeah, but I don't like that. You know me. She won a lot of awards. She won a lot of awards, but I mean, was her life really happy? Was her life really happy? That's the question. You know, she looked like a pretty girl, a smart girl. Guys like that. Like that. I guess they like that. Okay, I'm going to read. What are we writing down? What our numbers are? The microwave oven was invented by accident. Yeah, could have killed them possibly. Okay, English muffin with butter and scrambled eggs. Yeah, I haven't had an English muffin in a long time. Have one half of an English muffin. Let me thank the people. Everybody, write down the number that you think. I have no idea, and I don't think Kermit is here, so I have no idea what the number is. What do you think the largest concurrent number? 16 is Celaire. 15 is Keith. 14 is Robsy. 13 is Girl from Mars. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 12 is Jedster. Vestenor is 11. Lucy Van Pelt. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Lucy is 10. 9 is Rusty Brown. 8 is Darklands. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Reuben is 7, and Calliope is 6. Beautiful, beautiful Calliope. And Susan C. Beautiful, beautiful Susan C. is 5. Elixir is 4. Corsai is 3. English Addict. Wow, you're number 2. That's so good. And the winner of the show tonight is, hold on, I'll tell you the winner is. It's Mum. It's Mum 1715. That's brilliant. A round of applause for Mum 1715. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to check and see how many people what the top number is. Did you all write down what top number is? Mom, congratulations. And let's just see what the top number is. Okay. Okay. Oh, Kermit has been here. Kermit has been here. And the winner who guessed 29 is, who is the winner? Does it say it? I shouldn't say what it was. Oh, I shouldn't say. I shouldn't have said. I shouldn't have said. Did you listen to me? I hope you didn't listen to me. You don't always listen to me. Did you listen to me? Anyway, I'm going to give it to the person who came closest, okay, Kermit? I'm going to guess. Am I allowed? Kermit, what do I do in this situation? I basically told people how much. I think Reuben is the winner at 28. Toast is science. Never forget that. It's brilliant. Toast is good. It's really good. It turns starches into simple sugars. Yes, it does. That's what toasting and cooking does. Corsai says 28. But the winner for today's show is Reuben, because it was 29 people were here today, which is a good number, which is good. We basically have good numbers. We've got good numbers. Everyone can speak. Everyone can speak, and it feels like we are growing. We are growing. Thank you. Thank you, Susan. If I haven't thanked each of you personally, write your name down and I'll thank you. Reuben, Mom, Susan, Corsai, Kermit, Lucy. Reuben said 28 and 30. Okay, so there you go. You can only guess one. Maybe I should take it away from him for guessing two. I'm not going to. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, Scott. Have I thanked everybody? If I haven't thanked you for being here, have I told you that I love you? Have I told you you're beautiful? Have I told you that I love you for saying that you love me and that you think I'm beautiful? Whatever you want to say, even if it's a lie, I appreciate it. I say thank you. Lie to me. I'm not lying to you. I actually feel a little bit. Not, whatever. Okay, I will catch you. When will I catch you? Again, I guess I'll catch you tomorrow at 5:00. Will I see you tomorrow at 5? I'll see you tomorrow at 5. Have a good sleep. Thank you, English Addict. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Reuben. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you. Phone the dentist. I'm going to phone the dentist tomorrow. I love Kermit. He's like Joodles. He's always telling me what to do. And I like that. I like that. And someday Joodles will come back, I hope. Please come back. And Cuff too, please come back, and Carrie B, and everybody. We'll live together in perfect harmony. 5 o'clock tomorrow.